up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video, boys, we got us a little something different on the Dyno 2025 DRZ 4SM. Now, this color combination is super cool. Got a really nice graphics kit on it, but this color, this is an original color. I have not had one of these here at my dealership other than here for service, but I really like the way this thing looks. It has a brand new Aero exhaust system. Now, we have tuned one of these with a, I guess you say the Yoshimura full exhaust before, and the gains were really nice on it, but this Aero system is the latest, greatest, newest thing out for these DRZs, and I can tell right off the rip, the header is definitely a little bit larger than the Yoshimura. A good bit larger than the factory one. Right now, the customer has the snorkel removed inside the airbox. We're gonna dyno it as is. We're gonna flash it, get rid of the restrictions, tune this thing, then we're gonna remove the airbox lid and see if there's any more horsepower in there. The customer says he does have a set of off-road wheels for it. He will be taking this thing through the creek, so we're gonna make it work with the lid on or the lid off. If he's riding off-road, of course, you don't wanna ride through the creek with the lid off your airbox, but on the road, that might be an extra 1 horsepower or so, who knows. It's free 99 to remove it, and we're gonna see if it makes any difference. Stay with us, guys, here we go. Here we go, boys. Time to test this thing out, see what kind of power it's got from the factory. Well, not necessarily from the factory, but with the factory tune, with the exhaust installed. Here we go. You guys are looking a little crooked here. There we go. Here we go. We got our baseline numbers. We have got 38.39 horsepower and 22 foot-pounds of torque. Air fuel ratio is not horrible here in sections, but then we got a lot of spots where it is too lean in the higher RPMs, and that is where we make peak power. So that tells us right there that we are gonna wanna take this thing, add some fuel to it. Not only is it gonna smooth it out, not only is it gonna make it run cooler, but it's also gonna make more horsepower. Let's get to work, Mike. All right, boys, correction on our baseline numbers. We got 38.51, 28 foot-pounds of torque. The dyno reads the RPM, engine speed, by the speed of the drum. Long story short, we calibrated all this stuff off video, but the dyno operator made a mistake. I had it dynoed in the wrong gear. We dynoed it in the correct gear off camera. Long story short, if you were paying attention, which you should have been, it said we went almost to 11,000 RPMs. Well, this thing don't rev to 11,000 RPMs. Therefore, we did another baseline pull, 38.51, going to 10,000 like it's supposed to. Now, let's resume our tuning content. All right, guys, we've done a lot of tuning off camera. This thing is pretty well dialed. I've got the baseline run pulled up here. We're gonna show you the comparison here in a minute. Now that we've got the tune, let's just say pretty much finished. After that, we're gonna pop this airbox lid off, which is right inside here. I'll show you in a minute when we do it to see if that's worth any extra horsepower on this bike. Then you can decide if you're doing street only, probably worth it to take that off. If you're doing off-road, of course, I would highly recommend leaving it on. But let's go ahead and rip this thing and see what we got. As you can see, we've got big gains. Now, numbers, don't look at these. Look at gains on the screen, percentages. We went from 38 horsepower to 41 horsepower. That does not sound like much, but I promise you, when you ride this thing, it is night and day difference. The biggest thing is, look out here on the top end. This is where the bike was going super lean, meaning not getting enough fuel. Let me turn my cursor on. Oh my God, guys, my mind is show cursor. There we go. We went from 34 horsepower to 40 horsepower. That is night and day gains. All right, so we're gonna pop this lid off and see if we can find any more horsepower for free 99. So for you do-it-yourselfers, this is the airbox lid. That's what holds it on. It literally, you know, is closed like that. You pop it off. There's one screw right here, and then it swings open. You take your little pins out. As of right now, we're gonna run it with this off. We're gonna put the side panel back on, and basically it'll stay like that. Now, if you're gonna ride it off-road, this is not the best idea ever, but we're gonna see power-wise, what is it worth? Literally, it takes 5 minutes max to do all this stuff. So you could put it on, off, whatever you want to do. Super simple job. And just like that, the DRZ 400 is gone. I filmed this whole video. Got a little message on my phone the other day. Said that my phone was about full. Delete some large files. So I go in, click, 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 click. Deleted this outro video. So anyways, we're refilming. The bike is not there. The results are still the same. We got 41.84 horsepower, 30.9 horsepower, which is really good. We'll take and pull our baseline numbers back up. So you're thinking from 38 to 41 is not that big a gain, and then you look at the graph and it's a pretty big deal, guys. So it really makes a big difference tuning these things. You can see here at almost 9,000 RPMs, we went from 34 horsepower to 41 horsepower. And all that is where the bike was just too lean, meaning not getting enough fuel. All right, so I'm going to delete our baseline run, and I'm going to pull up our run from our, I guess you say, bike that we've done in the past with the Yoshimura exhaust. So if you go back and watch that video, I'll drop the link at the end of this video for that video, but this was us testing a Yoshimura exhaust pipe, and basically the same tricks done. In other words, the snorkel's removed, the flap is removed, the door is removed, all that stuff is basically the exact same thing, but take a look at these results. So the only difference here is the exhaust pipe. 41.84, 41.86, sounds the exact same. The blue line is the Yoshimura, the red line is the Aero, okay? You can see here at 4,000 something RPMs, Aero is whooping up on it pretty good. But then we roll out here to 9,500 or so, and the Yoshimura is doing a good bit better. So all in all, I'm not trying to sell you a Yoshimura or an Aero exhaust. I'm just showing you the results that we have found. Okay, both bikes were tuned, finished, the whole 9 yards. Looks like the Aero's got a little more off the bottom. Looks like the Yoshimura's got a little more on the top. Comment and let me know, which one would you rather have? Price point, which one's a better bargain? That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, smash that like button. Click and subscribe to the channel. Scroll through our other videos. See what you see. We do exhaust testing, dyno testing, and stuff on all kind of bikes all the time. Hit us up, mooremafia.com. We will get you fixed up. You want to talk to a real person? Call that phone number right there. You don't have to deal with just a website. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you subscribing. We appreciate all the support. If you have any questions, hit us up. Have a good day, guys. See ya.